What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to ONDGAS show, and we're back with another video, guys. And today we're actually here with my boy Flaco, and we're gonna give you guys an update on the Big Larry truck. Now, if you guys know well, we blew that engine out in West Texas. We actually threw a rod through the block. We made a big hole, and some rods came out through there.
I blew a rod.
Really?
Yeah, that's what was on the ground over there.
I don't think this belongs here.
Just a whole, shit show going down with that. So today we're gonna be talking about what actually happened. And then of course we got the bloody temp on here, and we brought it over here so we get the Flaco sauce. So this one is pretty much done. We will be doing some upgrades on the intake and the heads. Right now it's working fine, but we are gonna be getting electric fans, extra electric fans for the cooling system, and then we're gonna get the Flaco tune with the limiter, the two-step, and the whole 9 yards. And then we're gonna do a little bit of body work, and then we will be throwing a wrap on this one once we're done. We got the suspension done, we got the rims already and everything. My boy Chewy dropped it a little bit, got the cow tracks, got the rims and everything, so it's looking pretty good already. And excuse the camera, it's a little zoomed in. I already try to zoom out everything that I can, but it's still zoomed in like a... What's up, boy?
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo andas?
¿Qué andamos, mira? Mamalona. Una de las mamalonas. La nueva, sí. Muy bien. All right, Flaco, 6.0, 243 heads.
An anonymous.
Anonymous cam. Not sure what kind of converter we got. I'm not sure what kind of gears we got, but it does do burnouts.
Okay.
It does have good power. It is a LQ9. Now we did bring the two-step that you asked for, and so we need to give us the burnout tune. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different tune. So when you go race and when you go do burnouts, right?
So we're gonna do the same thing as the Dolph truck.
The Bandas y Trocas truck. Yes, yes, yes. So that and more fans. Let's get a tranny cooler with
I gotta move that one because the fans are gonna be in the way.
Okay.
So I gotta move this one. I'll move it, and then I'll put the fans up here in the front.
Okay. And then we'll put another transmission cooler with a fan, or you want to use this one?
Well, that one works pretty good. I mean, it's big enough. I mean, we can put fans on that one. Si ya lo tienes. So we just put fans on that one.
Okay, yeah.
So I can move it, different location, y le pongo abanicos.
Okay. Yeah, because once we're in the burnout pit, and I mean, things get hot, and well, we need to be nice and cool. That's the secret of being able to do long burnouts, right?
Oh yeah.
Cooling system, good radiator, good cooling system. Of course, the tune has a lot to do with it as well. The limiter, the two-step.
Yeah, that way you're able to swing it and do what you need to do with it.
Yes. So yeah, this one's the new contender, bubble light. We don't have a bubble light. This is our first one, and we're gonna use it as a burnout truck. Now we call this one the bloody tampon. Yes. It was bought and it was built by somebody else, but it looks like it has good parts and stuff like that.
I mean, it's got Holley intake right off the bat, so I mean,
yes.
It's a good intake.
So the Holley, the throttle body, they hit the...
Got a chrome alternator.
Yes, that does have a chrome alternator, yes. And I believe they say it was like 243 heads. It is an LQ9, so... Flat top, yeah. Now we got some badass intake coming for this one, and some badass heads, but for now we're just gonna do that setup there.
Do you want me to check the gears or qué pedo?
Can you check the gears?
Yeah, I can take the cover off and see what it's got.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what it has, and if we need to put, like, if it has like 373, we might have to do 456. I know it does have a transmission by Triple P and the converter as well. It does burnouts. We already tried. I mean, it does good burnouts. But see, we need a little bit more sauce. We need the tune and everything. And now that we're here, ¿sí está buena, va?
Yeah, está bueno. ¿Te voy a echar con los rines?
Sí.
¿O tú lo pusiste?
No, eso los puse. Yeah. We had them on Blue Magic.
I like the tire.
Yeah. It's a 22 setup all the way around. Got a nice little lip on the back. And we're going to clean it up and make it look nice and stuff like that.
Looks good.
I still need to change the exhaust because I haven't fucked with the exhaust. I haven't done the exhaust yet. That was the first thing to do, but I dropped it. Did the cow tracks, we did the rims and everything, and then we brought it over here with you. But the question here is, and the main reason that we are here is because we want to know what happened to that one.
That motherfucker blew up.
It blew up, some shit came out through the block.
The whole rod came out.
The whole rod, right?
La completa.
Toda, completa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was looking into it. Nomás para ver qué es lo que es. En la banda se le cayó from the dry sump.
Okay.
So obviously when you don't have the belt on it, pues no tiene aceite el motor.
Oh.
Yeah. So entonces ahí está la banda, pero it's on that side. So and all these kits, they come like that.
Yeah.
There's no guard, there's no nothing. It just, that's the way it comes. And it's a 1-inch wide belt. It's hard for it to slip out así como esta. You know?
Yeah, this one's huge.
But it can still slip out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So obviously it did.
It did, of course.
And you know, I mean, at 6,500, it's not good with no oil.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
freaking- So what I'm gonna do once we go ahead and get it back together, I'm gonna have to build like basically like a plate that's gonna go in the front because it does have a bolt, you can see. So I'm gonna have to build a plate so that way the belt
It doesn't slip
cannot
off.
try to slip out of it. So obviously it came out, and when you're doing a burnout, no matter what safety you put on it, it's not going to turn the truck off.
Oh, it won't.
It'll act like a limiter, but since you're already on a limiter, it's gonna act the same way.
Yes. And then it's loud.
Yeah.
So you're just.
And you're in a moment.
Of course. Yeah.
So, but obviously the belt came off, and you know, it ran with no oil. I mean, it just drained all the oil. Once we go ahead and put it back together, that's the only other thing that I can do to make it to where the belt doesn't come off.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it'll have a lip like this.
Like this. Okay. So let's do that there, and then let's put a guard here,
Yeah, because
just in case this one blows up.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because it can happen. Anything can happen in a burnout pit.
shit,
Everything, especially being hot.
Yeah.
You know, the heat of the moment. You're there. You know, you're trying to do a badass burnout. You just give it gas. You don't even pay attention to nothing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
try not to. You
You're
try
not
not to
gonna-
crash.
I know you're not gonna look at the gauges because you're trying to make sure you don't crash.
Yes.
People don't realize, but you got to be like.
There's a lot of things that you need to be doing at one
damn
time,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Right, Tino?
But yeah, I mean, that's once I got to looking at it, I'm like, oh well, there's the problem.
Okay.
So obviously there was an issue there, and we'll correct it. Once we put the other one, we'll correct it, make sure it doesn't come off. And,
Maybe it
it's
came
good.
off before we did the burnout. I mean, it could have happened, right?
Could have happened.
Could have happened on the way, on the transport way.
Yeah, I mean,
We didn't pay attention. We should have paid attention, but I didn't even know. But now we do.
Yeah.
So now we got to make sure that that pulley, that belt, is on the pulley.
Yeah, you
right
can
there.
see like the show here, and it's there because it won't fall off of this.
Okay.
But it just fell off of this.
Yeah.
And it's hard to put on. I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's not like nomás así lo luego.
Okay.
Because it's got, you know, those tooth and all that,
And it
it's-
has a little bit of pressure too, right?
and it has a little bit of pressure, but at the same time, it can. Not saying it can't, but it can come off.
Well, it
the
did come off.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
So, and that's the way they come. They don't have a guard. They don't have anything. All the race cars, that's the way they have them.
Okay.
Like even crawfish, that's the way it is.
Oh, okay.
And we've never had an issue,
Okay.
but there's always that one time.
That one time, yeah.
I mean, it can, and it did. So
Now,
We'll just try to
this
correct it.
engine was rebuilt not too long ago.
Yeah.
And what was it, a 370?
370
370 stock block,
stock block. Had a good crank, good rods,
Okay.
and boosted piston.
boosted piston, okay. So it had good internals.
Yeah.
What do you think about the head? You think the heads are fucked up now?
Well, it's hard to say until we take it all apart because obviously the rod came out of the piston, so the piston is still in there.
Okay.
We don't know if it's just jammed in there or it's in the bottom or wherever it's at.
Yeah.
But it's still in there, so it could have hit the head. Now, the heads can be repaired. It's no big deal. They can fix
If
them.
it's like minor.
Yeah, they can fix them. They
okay.
put a new valve on it, and you'll have another set of heads. which
Okay,
is
okay.
good.
Yeah.
Because obviously they are good heads.
Yes.
The other one that we're getting is complete, right?
Yes.
So
Everything.
we can always just kind of take this one off and get the heads repaired, whatever, and you can save them for another month
For another motor, of course.
or
yes.
something else. You know.
Yes, and since we are partnered up with Texas Speed, we're gonna be getting a Texas Speed for this truck,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
So we got a new motor for Takashi, which is a Texas Speed. It's a 427. It's hanging out at the shop, and then well, of course we're getting a brand new motor for this one. So yeah, and what are we getting? 408?
408.
408 off the shelf.
Yes, it's off
Not-
the shelf.
nothing crazy?
No. It's their, I think their 1200 horsepower one.
Yes.
Obviously, this thing only makes about 800 horsepower.
But it can make more.
It could.
We're
with just
only how many pounds?
10 pounds.
We're on 10 pounds right now.
That's it.
10 pounds, E85.
Yep.
Nothing. I mean, we don't need a lot of power to do burnouts.
no.
I mean, it already does crazy burnouts with
I mean,
with a little bit of power.
Yeah, and these things make a lot of torque. So I mean, you blip the throttle, and we never even open the blades.
No, they're
100%.
halfway. Yeah. Because you said there's
There is two plugs.
Yeah, I can see them right now.
Yeah. So I had to plug two of them because it's so much air that
So there's only this is the only one working, the one in the middle,
that's the one. And it's half throttle.
and it's half throttle. Yeah. And that's more than enough.
More than enough.
More than enough.
More than enough.
Now, would it be a different sound if we turn it up a little bit more?
Well, I did. We are getting a new cam.
Okay. Yes.
I did talk to him about a new cam. This was a blower cam. You know, Nizer got done for us whenever he did the engine. But I did specify to Justin.
Yes.
I told him I want the biggest blower cam that y'all got.
Okay.
I said because this thing makes plenty of torque.
Yes.
So obviously the biggest cam on that you have, it'll work.
Okay.
I said I want this thing to be like stupid, crazy,
Rowdy.
thumping,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
rowdy and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
He said, I got you.
Yeah. People like this truck.
Yeah.
People like this truck. It's rowdy. Yeah, and it's different.
Different.
I don't know if it's the horns or the just the blower sticking out this.
I think it's everything.
It's everything.
I think
You know,
it's
it's the
whole
ramp,
package.
it's the rims.
Crazy look.
Yeah, it's
Whole
the
package.
crazy look. And then you hardly see these new model trucks with blowers sticking out
Yeah,
the
you
hood.
don't.
You probably see the blower and you probably think it's like a old school,
Yeah, like a
you know,
C10 or something.
Yeah, short, small block or big block. But no, it's an LS. Yes, it's an LS. BDS. Anybody can buy this. Now, it's not recommended because you got to do more stuff like we did the dry sump, and that's expensive. Everything's expensive here, and anything can go wrong. Obviously, it did right now. But the truck does get a lot of attention when we go to the burnout shows. Well, the bad thing is that we blew the engine, but we got a new one coming out.
Yeah.
And Texas Speed is hooking it up, and they're giving us one off the shelf. And then once you get it, you're gonna do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I'll take everything off. Obviously, we're gonna use water pump stuff like that. I gotta clean all the lines.
Okay.
I gotta remake a new line because I seen that it kind of, whenever the rod chunked out, I'd seen it that it hit it. So I gotta
Okay.
make 1 or 2 lines on the bottom.
Oil pan level.
I gotta get a new oil pan because it's got a hole. I can fix it, but semi inexpensive for the oil pan itself. So we just put a new one.
Okay. Yeah.
Para no parcharlo.
Sí.
And obviously everything from the plenum up is fine. We'll just take it off. We'll just make sure that there's no debris in it. We just
Yeah.
gotta clean it. Put the other motor in. Put the blower back on. Put the zoomies. Make sure all the lines are clean. Put the oil back
The
in.
guard for that.
And make a guard.
And then get the guard for this one.
Yes.
I'm sure they sell this one already, right?
Yeah, I gotta call Alki Digger.
Okay.
BDS doesn't sell it, but Alki Digger does.
Okay, so you already looked into that.
Yes,
Okay.
because this is a combination of BDS and Alki Digger. Basically, this is Alki Digger's
Yeah.
hat, Alki Digger spacer, but BDS stuff on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I see. I get
I mean, it's a combination of both. Because one didn't have this and the other one didn't have that.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
We had to kind of use both companies.
Yeah, we got this hat from these guys and it was little.
It was small.
It's smaller.
Like super small.
And then we got this one, which is a lot bigger, and it's beefier too. It looks better.
Yeah.
It looks better. But other than that, shit, transmission, power glide, the converter's good. I mean, everything else is good.
got-
Just the engine.
We got 2 sets of injectors, so as far as that, we're good there. That's one thing that we did last time. We added a second set of injectors.
Okay.
And all that's working properly because as soon as you get it to boost, the top ones actually start spraying. It cools the blower down, which helps everything and just kind of keeps the tune in check. Though.
Yes.
So obviously, if the belt wouldn't have slipped, well, you'd probably still be doing burnout.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because I mean, it always. I mean, we've been doing it's been like 4 or 5 burnouts that we've done, and all the way till we blow up the tires, and it's been running fine. So it's just a little hiccup that we had with the belt. Sometimes shit happens for a reason, and well, now we're here. So now we're getting a Texas Speed motor, so it's gonna be all good. And this one's all done up. This one has the fans and everything. It has the right cooling system. They told me if it was alcohol or meth. If there was meth, this truck was meth.
No.
But it's not, it's E85.
It's E85.
What's the difference if we were to go,
The difference,
it'll run cooler, right?
yeah, actually, we take the radiators and everything off.
Oh, but
Like
then we
it
can't
won't have
drive
no
it then.
Well, you could drive it to the pit, but obviously, I mean, we could still leave all this stuff and we can still run methanol.
Okay.
The difference is we have to swap the pump, which the pump that it's got now, it's brushless 5.0.
Okay, 5.0, yes.
So that wouldn't be enough for alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Injectors, yeah, it'd be okay because we got 2 sets. We got 160s and 160s, so that'd be fine. But the pump, we do have to put one in the front, which is also belt driven. But we're kind of running out of room as far as running that
it's
because
already-
we have the water pump and the
Everything.
factory accessories. And all that.
Can we put a cooling system on this blower or no?
Well, this is your cooling system. Once you go and boost, it starts to spray fuel here.
Okay.
And that's what cools the blower.
Oh.
In the beginning, whenever we bought this stuff, they sent us only this top side. And they're like, yes, you don't need the bottom ones because this cools the blower, blah, 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 blah. But then again, you can't control each cylinder, so that's the reason we went with the bottom ones.
Okay.
After seeing those guys over there from Australia and SEMA,
Yes.
I talked to the guy from the green truck, and then
Yes.
he obviously had the same issues at first, so they went ahead and put the bottom injectors, and then we did too, and it's been fine as far as fueling wise.
Yes.
It keeps the blower cool. We got a temperature there that we can monitor it. If it starts getting a little hot, it starts to actually inject more fuel through the top, so we can kind of keep everything cool. But some of the guys run methanol, which is what we run in crawfish.
Yes.
M1.
Yes.
So entonces we could do that, and we can leave all this stuff, but we have to run cable that goes all the way to the back and run the pump in the back, very similar to the one in crawfish, and then we can pump fuel to the front and then be okay.
What if we do E85 and meth together, kind of like the vet, where you give it gas and it throws, or no?
We can. Then this would be from the tank itself. But you have to always make sure that this was full, make sure that was full.
Okay.
The way we have it now is just one single tank controls everything.
Everything. E85, we haven't had problems. We're just gonna leave it E85.
It's
Okay.
fine, yeah.
For the people wondering, it's not meth, it's not alcohol. We're still running E85. We're running all the injectors. We have enough cooling system. Like Flaco said, if it gets hot, it starts spraying more fuel. That's why there's sensors and everything. And the Harley helps us out with all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's adders and stuff like that. Like I have a fuel enrichment that goes off of the air intake temperature, which is this one right here.
Okay.
So if it starts to see 150 degrees, so it'll actually start putting 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12% more fuel.
Okay.
So it can bring this down to say 120 degrees or
okay.
100 degrees, whatever.
Right. Yeah. There you go. So when is Big Larry going to surgery?
I think he said he's gonna have the motor ready to ship next week.
Okay. Oh, so you're gonna get the motor first, and then you start taking everything apart.
Yeah, because once I have it here, basically it's a transplant.
Just swap. Okay.
Swap, and then a couple lines here and there, clean everything, make sure everything's good, and then put everything back.
Y ordenar la oil pump.
Yeah, that already got it ready.
Para tenerla ya.
Oil pan.
The oil pan, no. Ya para tenerla aquí. Hierro. No, pues se me hace que le hicieron ojo a esta madre. ¿Sabes? Hicieron ojo cuando la.
And you said the brakes are hard, right?
They were. Not no more, right?
Well, the reason I say is porque si te fijas cómo están los rotors,
Ajá.
están como bien rusty.
Okay.
So, I'll
Se laquea. Ya
Pero
la
eso.
laqueado 2-3 veces y se laquea.
but the rotors haven't been turned.
No.
No. I'll probably just take them off and get them to get turned.
Okay.
Haz de cuenta, entonces le quita todo el rust. Yeah.
Porque esto es nuevo, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Esto es nuevo. Esto lo cambió Pooh.
Okay.
So now we just gotta do that.
Yeah, I can see that these también están
Probably
nuevos.
put a valve if you want on the rear brakes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or what if we just get some nicer brakes? Or you just.
Maybe drill and slide it.
Sí.
Venden el puro rotor. Ya,
Sí, ándale. En vez de arreglar ese, nada más ordena algo que le quede para que se mire más,
that'd probably be better.
más chacaloso.
Yeah, está slotted and está drilled.
Yes.
So it'll, nicer.
Nicer.
Yeah.
Okay. Hierro.
Con la válvula atrás le hago como medio. Put a valve.
Yeah.
Porque tienen brakes atrás todavía.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does.
I thought we eliminated.
No, es la roja. Tampon.
Oh.
So esta no.
Okay. Okay.
I'll put a valve on it para que jale, por si if you want to turn it off, turn it on.
Yeah. Just in
That's
case
the
we
way I
want
run
to.
mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Just in case we want to drive it on the street. Not that we
Yeah.
saying that we are, but just in case we have
You
all
have
brakes.
all
yes.
brakes.
Porque ahorita nada más trae enfrente y pues se siente bien culero cuando
Yeah.
no traes frenos all the way around. Hey, where's the two-step at? Go get that motherfucker. ¿Cómo es?
Está bien, está
¿Está buena, va?
Está buena. Para lo que es, está buena.
Para lo que es, sí. Precio pulga, dijo mi compa Chuy. Saludito para mi compa Chuy. RMZ, allá en el valle. Saludito para mi compa Chuy. Me mandaron videos que ya aprendieron el Hellcat Challenger. The engine that we took, it's already in the car. They turned that car on, so we will give you guys an update on that here pretty soon. So Challenger is coming out. TRX is coming out with the brand new sound system. A bunch of stuff that is coming out, guys. And we got a big surprise. We got something coming. I'm not even gonna tell you guys what it is, but something is coming and it's gonna be badass, and I can't wait to show you guys. I know you guys are gonna like the content on this. It's something that you guys been waiting for, and we're pretty much ready to roll. So yeah, we'll get to that once we get to that, and we can talk about that once we get there. But for now, I just want to let everybody know that it's coming, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But right now, we've been getting hired to do burnouts, so that's what we're pretty much focused right now with the burnout trucks. But we got the race trucks and everything, so that's coming. We're gonna give you guys an update on the Cyclone as well, with the Coyote here pretty soon. So y'all stay tuned for that because it's going down.
All right, guys, today we're going racing and we're not taking Brownie. All right, guys, so we're here at the staging lanes. I haven't asked yet if I can run it. So there's a truck class that's really popular. It's the 750 class. Well, let's see. I need to talk to somebody to see if they'll allow me.
Sit tight for a minute. I mean, left line usually be good. You gotta put some flicks on that thing now.
Yeah, that's the next step.
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah.
We're dropping weight, bro.
Don't forget this. Let's go, baby.